Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to episode 168 of Folks Talkin Sports. Good. I was worried about it on YouTube, but it's good now. All right. I'm, of course, KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review. And with me is Kennetra Pulliams. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good, thanks.
Brother Willy Gibson. How are you, sir?
Phenomenal.
And AJ Jones. How are you doing, sir?
Great, man. Outstanding.
And we're going to start with the great news first. AJ is repping the university there, PV, Prairie View A&M.
You
PV,
know.
you know. So let's talk about Prairie View A&M winning their SWAC championship football game over Jackson State first, and then we'll get to the Buckeyes losing, like Willie said they couldn't do. But anyway, AJ, go ahead and talk about PV beating Jackson State.
All I'll say is that's why they play the games, man. If you'd have heard the fan bases talk and even some of the folks in the conference talk, there was no way in the world Jackson State was going to lose to anybody at home. And I guess to their point, they had not lost at home. But, man, Coach Jackson had been saying it from the beginning of the season before they had one win. He had a plan. He had a process, and all they had to do was put in the work, and they did it. And it wasn't a fluke win.
Nope.
I mean, they matched them stride for stride. They took them blow for blow, and they got to stop when Jackson State couldn't get one, and game over.
And they should have won by more.
Oh, again, the score was not indicative of the outcome, but hats off to Coach Jack, man. Bro wasn't playing. He was on a mission all year long, and his folks bought in and believed the game plan, and they put it to work, man. Now they're going to Atlanta, and Jacksonville gonna have to free up some of them hotel rooms.
Well,
J-State, my bad. I said Jackson.
Well, maybe if Jackson State fans want to still support the SWAC, they can still show up and do that too.
Okay, but they need to downgrade the rooms because they holding all the prime rooms. They need to let them folk get in there. They need to let the PV folk get in there, and then they can support from there.
That's fair. And Prairie View, do your thing. Y'all need to be there. Show up and show out.
They brought a caravan of buses to that game. It looked good. I was proud of the school. I was proud of the state. They did their thing, man. I can't be mad at any of it, any of the above, man. They listened to all the hype. They did what they needed to do on and off the field.
How many charter buses going to Atlanta?
I'm gonna say what you saw is what you'll see.
I'm asking for my mama.
Oh, okay. Tell your mama there's a C4.
Okay, I will.
Till I know some people. There's a C4.
I know some people too. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna call him out right here on the show. Dr. Ville, I'm calling you out, man.
You know what?
You
know people that you know, and I mean it. Dr. Cavill, you make sure KP's mama get to the game. In style.
My mom is the class president, class of 70.
Wow.
I'm gonna text him right after the show and say, you make sure she's taken care of.
Yeah, I'm gonna text somebody myself.
By all means. Yes.
Yeah.
And good evening to another Queen Wanda Polk, who, bless her heart, was representing the new Houston Roundball Review Want to Coug merch yesterday at the game. So salute to her as well for being a true loyal supporter of everything Houston Roundball Review and Let's Rate Cougs, honestly. But also want to give much love to Coach Tremaine Jackson from PV because he's from H-Town, point one. And he's also AUH graduate too, point two.
Yeah.
Let folks know that too. Class of 2006. So yes, try to win everywhere, So yes, it's not just PV, it's Go Cougs too. So yes, sir. All right. Now, Brother Gibson, I thought about calling you yesterday after the loss, but I was watching the Cougs basketball team win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're a good man. You'd have answered your phone. You replied, after losing to Indiana, 13-10. Your thoughts on the game, sir?
Thoughts on the game? I mean, it was a good game. I mean, with any game, it was a player two here, player two there. That if results differently, the Actually, the result of the game is different, but Ohio State, played Indiana's a good team, flat out. I've seen them sporadically throughout the year. So honestly, yesterday was the first time to see them pillar to post, beginning to end, and they're a good team. Kudos to Kris Gardner and his staff. It happens once every calendar year or so that Ohio State doesn't win the game. And it's okay. They dropped from 1 to 2 in the playoff rankings. So instead of Pasadena, it's Dallas.
Which leads me to they lost, right, Will? They lost. Correct? They did lose.
They did win, yes.
Okay. And they fell
so
in the
now
poll.
They're preparing for the college football playoff, yes.
But they fell in the poll though, right, Will? Right?
From 1 to 2. They flip-flop. What is that?
Hold on. We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
They fell in the poll.
From 1 to 2, yes.
KP, Will, AJ, Queen Wanda, Justin, AD Moore. That team at number 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about it.
That team at number 9, they lost yesterday too.
Tell me something. Got dog walked.
Say it again.
Yep. They got dog walked.
They didn't fall in the poll. The team at 12, they got dog walked. They were 11 last week. They fell in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the people who are chiming in to know what the venting's going to come from. Going to be about right here. Make it make sense to me. I don't understand. Please explain to me how, after you lose, you don't go anywhere. Why'd you play the game? So who wants it first? Somebody take it, because
college football. The conference championships are irrelevant.
Yep.
It's a money grab.
Agreed, but it must not be too relevant.
So I would ask this: if number 9 were to fall, who would take their spot at number 9?
Who was ever at 10? Who was ever at 11? Whoever.
Who's at 10? Can we go back?
Because I could. If I'm Duke,
okay,
they won the ACC championship.
So there's Notre Dame at 11. I would say this. I don't see how you penalize team for playing on conference championship weekend and put a team above them that did not play. How it make that part make sense?
Yeah, you can't penalize and reward.
Yeah. So in that aspect, you're saying the conference championship game can only hurt them, not help them.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt BYU. They did not help their cause by getting smacked again. Granted,
right. It like the argument or the criteria is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Can I just go layman's terms? Let me go layman's terms.
Yes,
please.
You have a team, and again, I'm not picking sides or anything like this, but you have a team in a conference, the ACC, that won the conference. And not only are they not in the playoff, they're not ranked. You don't even have the team that played in the ACC championship and lost in the tournament. But you picked it's a Christian show. You picked a random behind Miami to represent the conference.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. So being a numbers guy, bachelor's in math, master's in math, your numbers don't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Your methodology doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even getting on the whole Notre Dame, Miami, Alabama thing. What I'm saying is there's no way that you can look these kids and these ADs and these presidents in the face and say this makes sense. You might as well just pick the teams that you want to play in your playoffs, your tournament. That's all it is. It's the college football playoff committee's tournament. It's not even tied to the NCAA. It includes NCAA schools, but they're not governed by the NCAA.
Right.
So that's why I did this. This is about money. Bama paid when Bama's on the TV, folks get paid. Miami's on the upright. With them being on the TV, folks are gonna get paid. Duke's not gonna pay nobody.
Mm-mm. But I mean, you
Not
got
in football.
you could also look at it as number one, the tie-breaking process of the ACC is backwards. Duke shouldn't have even been in.
Never have been.
So what the AC,
why were they?
What the AC hadn't
Because
done,
the
that most
tie-breaking
other systems
system
done,
is
is they've
backwards.
taken the North and the West, or the East and the South, however they're split, and they took the winner of one side versus the winner of the other.
Right.
Most of your P3, P4s have gotten rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, you just have the two best teams in your conference meet for your championship.
Mm-hmm.
Because they went with an old model, you don't have Virginia in, you don't have Duke in. Duke won the conference based on the rules that were set.
Right.
It penalized them for that.
Don't apologize for a win.
So if this, let me go your sport, Kris. If this was college basketball, then Duke just took somebody's spot that was more deserving.
Yes.
But they won it on the field.
Here's what I would say to that. The CFP doesn't award automatic bids to conference champions. It's the 4 highest ranked college champions. Conference champions, rather. The 4 highest ranked. Doesn't give you the automatic. You have the 4 highest ranked. And Duke has 8-5.
I knew that. But it's
I know.
In the landscape of the sport, in every other division other than FBS, it makes sense. In FBS, they do dumb stuff like this.
Which is why I stopped following college football on Division I level.
Hence the BS.
This is it's a travesty. It's a farce, and people continue to they complain. I'm surprised. I don't know if I've not seen politicians from Carolina threatening to go file lawsuits or investigations or whatever. They'll still spend their money to buy tickets. They'll still do this. They're not going to walk away. They're not going to show their frustration by not buying tickets. They're not going to show their frustration by not watching TV. They're not going to turn off anything because they're so hooked on, they think they cannot live without college football. So as long as the people are lemmings and keep doing dumb stuff, they're going to keep doing dumb stuff to them. Thank you, sir. May I have another, sir? Yes, sir. I'll turn this stuff off. I don't care. I'll keep up with football because of the Cougs. That's it.
Kris, can you go back to the rankings one more time, please?
I mean, and the thing is, like, why, like, and that's the thing. It's all about dangling the carrot. Like, why do week to week CFP rankings?
That's a waste.
Exactly. And to answer your point, KP, for no other reason than ratings and advertising dollars during the show.
Every Tuesday at 7. So not defending Notre Dame, but yeah, Notre Dame's like, wait, all along for each week we were in there, and all of a sudden,
and we didn't play. We didn't play and got bumped.
This is the only ranking that matters. This is the only one that matters. All that other stuff is made for TV event.
And that's the thing. To your point, Willie, earlier, if that's the case, then 1 through 12 should be playing. Again, I appreciate Tulane. I went there. I played there. I appreciate the
JMU.
I appreciate them. But for the playoffs, it should be 1 through 12. If you got 12 teams that compete for the playoffs, then according to your rankings, these are the 12 best schools. When you go to the other stuff that you're talking about, Willie, and now you slid a number 20 Tulane in, and you slid another 24 James Madison in, and you've knocked out Notre Dame, and you've knocked out BYU, then you have contradicted yourself. If you don't have a Duke in. Because now you're saying those other conferences were more important than the CC. If it had been Clemson,
Power 4.
If it had been Clemson with 5 wins, I guarantee you they won the ACC. 5 losses, excuse me. I guarantee you they'd be in.
Yeah. Because then you can make the argument. What was the point in playing the ACC championship game? Arguably the most compelling game that was played this weekend.
So
it's a money grab. But I want to get to this. Let's see. Where is it? The statement.
Yeah.
As a team, we decided to withdraw our name for consideration for a bowl game following the 2025 season. We appreciate all the support from our families and fans, and we're hoping to bring the 12th national title to South Bend in 2026, the 2025 Notre Dame football team. Thoughts on that? Who wants to go first? Because they're not the only team that said no to a bowl game.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And no disrespect, I'm jumping because I've been on calls all day since this. I love it because it's going to take a Notre Dame, it's going to take an Alabama, it's going to take the Ohio State to say, "No, we're not going to play you. We're not going to play you by your rules,
your games.
We're not going to play your games." And a lot of folks, Notre Dame needs to join a conference. Notre Dame is the biggest independent and has been for decades before most of these folks were born. And oh yeah, by the way, it hasn't changed yet. So it's gonna take a Notre Dame saying, if we don't get what should have happened, then we're not going to the CarQuest Bowl. We're not going to the Cheez-It Bowl. If it happened to Ohio State, I'm sure they would have said the same thing.
Don't dog the Cheez-It Bowl.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out names.
I'm just messing with you.
The Bell Helicopter Bowl. I'm glad they did it because until someone of their size and stature and prominence does it, it's just going to be same old same. May I have another?
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
This is grandstanding at its highest level. You know why? I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because next year, Notre Dame has already signed an agreement that if they're in the top 12, they automatically get a bid. So this is taking my ball and going home. Get out your feelings, man. Cut it out.
What this is drawing more viewers to their reality show.
I agree.
And all this does is support those who are in favor of expanding it to 16 teams.
Which is going to happen in 2 years.
What this is further continuance of the travesty of Division I college football. That's what this is.
It's not hard, man. It is not hard to decide between the top 12, 14, 16. Pick a number, but just go with the top teams in those rankings and have a fair way to rank them. Don't just go with what a team did last year. Go with what this team looks like, feels like, seems like this year, or go with the computers or whatever the case may be. But you got to have a fair ranking system and then just keep it simple, stupid.
Because the committee, up until this weekend, we did not compare Notre Dame and Miami. The hell you say? They played and one team won. So, but that team was behind Notre Dame up until the very last rankings
today.
And then we decided to start comparing them today.
Then you tell your committee members to go back and watch that game from week 0.
This is a farce.
They didn't expect Alabama to get dog walked. They expected them to either win or lose in a close competitive game. They didn't expect that. So that threw everything in an uproar.
It is a sham.
And they also didn't have the guts to say we can't have a Power 4 you can't have anybody from the ACC. We got to have somebody from the ACC, even though that team,
the conference champion, is not that team
or runner up.
That's crazy. That again, forget the rest. That right there makes no sense.
And now the Big 12, Iowa State and K-State also said we're not going to bowl games. Big 12 conference issued a $500,000 institutional fine to Iowa State and Kansas State for opting out of their participation in the conference's bowl pool. While the conference acknowledges the difficult timing around coaching changes, the Big 12 is responsible for fulfilling its contractual obligations to its bowl partners. The Big 12 considers the matter resolved and will have no further comment.
That I can understand. Coaching changes, which leads to players in the portal. That's different from Notre Dame.
It is, but I'll say this. If they did not have 1,100 bowls, who would care? If they had 4 bowls, a playoff for 18, 12 teams, whatever, and be done with it. Division I football is the only level of sports. I say this every damn year. The only level of sports where 40 teams can say at the end of the season, I won my last game. And speaking of one of those teams, this is why I did it. This team, the Rice Owls, are going bowling. They're bowl bound. Will, ask what their record is.
What's their record?
5-7.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to a bowl to play 6-6 Texas State. This is what Division I football is. Participation trophies.
Mediocrity.
Handing out participation trophies. Might as well be like FIFA. Oops, did I say that out loud? Uh-oh. Oops. Come on. And Rice, and this is the press release. Rice put out the press release and no mention of their record. They tell you Texas State is 6-6, but you'd have to go digging to find out that Rice is 5-7. What are we doing here? And they're playing in January.
It's because you're rewarding student athletes because their APR was good.
Mississippi State is going to a bowl. They're 5-7 too. What's their APR?
Not as good as Rice. I know that.
Right.
I feel very safe in saying that.
But, I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure Kansas would have loved to take the play of Iowa State and K-State both of them beat KU. I'm sure KU would have loved to been afforded the opportunity to continue their season.
They turned it down too. Kansas turned down the opportunity to play too.
Say that again.
Kansas turned down a bowl as well.
No.
So that's 4 now. Okay.
Baylor. It's one of that. Baylor, Florida State, Rutgers.
Yeah.
A lot of 5-7 teams turned them down.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. This is and Coach Scott Abel for Rice gave you the quote that the coaches give you. The opportunity to have 10 more practices is invaluable for us going into next season.
And that's why I'll never be mad at a kid for saying I'm not going to play. Well, many reasons. But I'm not going to ever jump on a kid for not wanting to play in the Hula Hoop Bowl. I don't care if they got 22 more practices.
And Rice, the Armed Forces Bowl is where they're going to be playing on January 2nd. The other Houston team, Alma Mater, is going bowling. And we can talk about this because the truth hurts. They're playing locally against LSU, NRG, December 27th, a Saturday, 8:15. Should be sold out. About 95% LSU fans. Well, maybe 90% LSU fans. The alcohol will be gone by halftime, if not first quarter, courtesy of LSU fans. 9-3 Cougs, 7-5 LSU. But LSU, their fans travel. According to Joseph Duarte in the Chronicle, the Alamo Bowl and I think the Fort Worth Bowl passed on Houston because Houston fans don't travel. That's reality.
Who's coaching LSU in the bowl game?
The janitor.
AJ's buddy. Isn't it AJ's buddy? Is it going to be AJ's friend? Mr. Kiffin?
No, he's not going to coach him.
No, he's not?
No, that's the interim. The running back coach.
Running back coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is what we're doing, people. But yes, the Cougs were passed on for other bowls because the fans don't travel well, and I'm gonna get
They
slapped.
don't travel 3 hours.
I don't. Yeah, that's a fact. They don't. They don't support the Cougs. I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that since I was a student there.
What was, and I'm not being shady. What was their average home attendance, or where did they rank in the Big 12 as far as home attendance?
It probably wasn't 30,000. I could look it up. Probably, if AJ, you can look it up as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
But we don't support our own. I've said it for years. I said it on radio stations when I was on. I said it when I was on with Ralph. I said it on the other 610, 700, 740, 790, 950. I've been on all of them. AJ, 1230.
Yeah.
All of them saying the same thing. And have alums tell me, oh, Kris, you know what you're talking about. The hell you say? I'm an alum. I see it. I live it. Y'all go see the Longhorns play the Cougs, but you won't see the Cougs play anybody else. You won't go see the Cougs play anybody else. Football, basketball, whatever sport.
Oh, about 42,000 average attendance against popular opponents, but lower turnouts, mid 20,000s for other games, averaging 32,000 per game.
Where'd you get that? That's being generous.
Yeah,
you know, that might be announced because this year as hell is not actual seats, but in the seats in the stadium.
Yeah, so they got an even different breakdown. So they had 42,800 for the Texas Tech game on October 4th. They had 28,150 against Stephen F. Austin, 25,000 against West Virginia. So yeah, they averaged 32,215 per game.
And Texas Tech was what? 40? How much? How many?
The Texas Tech game was about 42,806.
30,000. That was Raider fans. I feel safe with that. 30,000.
Yeah, look, it ain't the Ohio State numbers.
Not even close.
You said that. I didn't say
that. I said it. I'm from Ohio. Yeah, I said it with my whole chest. That ain't even Notre Dame numbers. So
let's see. 28,000 SFA, 30,000 Rice, 37,000 against Colorado to see Dion. Who want to see the Cougs? This is the reality of the situation. 28,000 Arizona, 25,000 see West Virginia. Morning kickoff, and they got dog walked in that game after being ranked. Laid a big, fat ass egg in that one. But I love my school, and I will be critical of my school as long as it's warranted. I want to be wrong. I want sellouts every home game. Before I die, I want that to happen. It ain't gonna happen.
But Kris, that would fix the bowl selection problem. It still doesn't fix the ultimate platform, which is getting into the playoffs. And if I'm a school other than an SEC school, other than a Big Ten school, I'm thinking I don't play a conference championship. If I'm a conference, I should say, other than the SEC or Big Ten.
Agreed.
I don't play a conference championship, nor do I schedule a power in my non-conference games, because they're going to look at my record, and heaven forbid I stumble against a school equal to me that will be big draws. Heaven forbid I stumble in the conference championship and I'm not in the SEC or the Big Ten. It just does not make sense. And that's not somebody being rogue. That's somebody that's just looking at the landscape and saying, oh, okay, that's how you play the game.
I mean,
Brett Yormark said, excuse me, KP.
Go ahead.
Brett Yormark said Saturday before the game, before Texas Tech dog walked BYU for the second time, that the conference championship is a flagpole event for the Big 12. It's an important event. He said it's a moneymaker. Basically, that's what he said. It's a moneymaker. That's what it is. It's important to him. He acknowledged it's more important to him than it is to media and other folks. Got that right. It's a money grab. That's all this is. Conference championship games for the big boy conferences, these don't mean squat. Same in basketball. You are a power conference. You're the Big 12, men's hoops, SEC and women's hoops, men's hoops. They don't mean anything except some money. Make your TV partners happy. Make your friends of the program happy. As Brother Will says, that's all it is. That's all the conference championships are. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But the Cougs men's team, if they win it all, Big 12 championship, great. They're still going to the tournament. That's the important thing, is to win it all. Not to be hot for 3 days. We want to give the 16th place team a chance to come. They've been bad for the whole year. It is very, 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 especially on a power conference level, for a bottom dweller to get hot for 4 or 5 days and win it all. But hey, let's go ahead and do that. Let's reward them to do. Come on, people.
I mean, but I do think basketball conference championship, it does, to me, it affects the seed line. Depends
on the committee and depends on the year. Depends on subjectivity. Because I've heard last 2-3 years, committee chair says, well, we had them pinned in. They're already set at the 2 line or the 1 line. Cougs got stomped by Iowa State in 24. Still a 1 seed. I mean, they got mashed.
But I mean, it also affects, which one in which region.
Not if it's geography. No, it's not. Yeah, because they're going to try to put them in the region closest to them, destination site.
Even if all that's true, and I believe you both because nobody knows the business like you guys do, it seems to an outsider looking in that basketball is far more fair and makes far more sense than FBS football.
Agreed. And even they're going to ruin it by expanding the men's tournament, NCAA tournament to, what is it, KP 76?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that and the NIT and the CBI and the PIT participation.
That's all this is.
It's still not 82 bowls though.
Right.
Give them time.
And it's still not 5 and 7 teams getting into a bowl because more people turned it down. If a 14 and 17 team wins their conference,
consolation prize,
guess what? They've earned their way into the tournament.
And Justin, the attendance Saturday night for the Cougs Florida State game, it was decent. The upper deck was curtained off was black, but it was a good crowd considering it was Florida State and not a lot of Noles fans here in Houston. But it was a good crowd. Would have been better if Cougs were playing LSU, Aggies, or Texas, because those fans would have come to the games. But I'm not sure how they picked Florida State for that, the organizers. But whatever.
Kris, can I ask Willy a question?
Yes.
Hey, Willy, was Ryan Day playing head games again by pulling his studs out on the goal line and putting in 5 tight ends and running whatever he ran down there?
Mm-mm.
Like he was serious? He did that on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I'd be doggone.
That's a state. That's red zone offense for Ohio State. Yeah. No, Nate Roberts in '83 lined up a fullback. Jelani Furman. Yeah.
That's up there with Cleveland pulling out Shedeur Sanders for an extra point that you need to tie a game. That'll make no damn sense. But go ahead.
Well, got them to 12-0, 13-10, and the play just didn't. But nah, they've done that. They did it against Grambling. They did it against. They've done it all year. Yeah.
No, but AJ, like you said, Steve Sarkisian said that Texas will honor the return games against Michigan and against Ohio State, but going forward after that, he will reevaluate the non-conference.
I was waiting on that because he said that after his AD got on it because he first came and was like in his feelings about that, and his AD kind of grabbed his car like, "Bruh, don't do that, don't do that."
Yeah, I'm not mad at him, and I respect that the AD or whoever said we'll honor what we got on the books. But after that, look at who Alabama, Auburn play before they play each other before the conference championship. It's usually the Citadel,
the SEC,
Stanford,
Week 11,
famous.
I mean, but to me now, if you were serious about getting the best teams to compete for the championship, you would penalize teams who do that. Okay, that's fine. You can do that, but we now deduct 20 points off your strength of schedule. I mean, there's nothing punitive. I'm just making up stuff, bro. I haven't sat down and thought it, but my thing is, if you're going to do that and you're competing to be one of the top 12, great. Just know that there will be a deduction this week. You got to earn that back based on who you beat going forward. Something.
But that's the SEC. They can do no wrong. It's
the SEC had 10 schools with a winning record. The Big Ten had 10 schools with a winning record.
Yeah.
Why the SEC keeps getting the grace of God for everything that they do is beyond me.
Agreed.
3 of the top teams in the final CFP rankings are Big Ten teams. But the SEC is what we hear about constantly. And part of that, Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, Oregon 5.
And let either one of them play Central State or Bowling Green or something like that the week before rivalry week or the week before the conference championship. It'd be hell to pay. Folks would drag them to hell and back.
2027 season opener is Bowling Green. Week 2, Alabama.
The American Conference has announced the pairings and destinations for its 9 bowl-eligible teams. 9. South Florida 9-3, Memphis 8-4, Tulane 11-2, UTSA 6-6, East Carolina 8-4, Army 6-5, North Texas 11-2, Rice 5-7, and Navy 9-2. 9 bowls for the American. But anyhow, let's discuss the schedule. There's the college football playoff schedule. First game, first matchup. Number 9, Alabama at number 8, Oklahoma.
Go Sooners.
KP, any thoughts on that?
I mean, you can make an argument like Oklahoma didn't play yesterday. Why'd they make the playoff?
Yeah.
It's anybody but Bama.
And their offense is pedestrian this year.
And Alabama earned the right to play in the SEC championship game, but yet they're playing at Oklahoma, who didn't play yesterday in the conference championship game.
Number 10, Miami at number 7, Texas A&M in College Station on Saturday the 20th.
Go A&M.
Yep. Then Ohio State plays A&M in Dallas.
I don't know about going A&M on that one. I don't know. But number 11,
Tulane. Hey. That's a state team. Come on, man.
That's right. My fault.
Come on, man.
No, I understand.
Don't be like them other people.
No, I understand. Number 11, Tulane at number 6, Ole Miss. Any chance for an upset there?
Oh, there's a chance. Have they played the game yet? Then there's a chance.
Charlie Weiss Jr. calling plays.
Listen.
Number 12, James Madison at number 5, Oregon.
See, Duke got
James
in.
Madison.
The Duke got in. Everybody about Duke. The Duke got in.
Come on.
Because of Duke.
Yeah, look,
Because
wrong Duke.
The
They called the wrong number.
And then quarterfinals, Ohio State playing on New Year's Eve. Texas Tech playing on January 1st. And I took out the sponsors of the bowl games because they're not paying us. So why bother? Rose Bowl, TBD against Indiana. So, you know, on and on. After the last game on the first.
Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Yep. There we go.
Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Yep. Then the semifinals on January 8th and 9th. And then the winner will be in the championship. Well, the championship game will be January 19th. And the winner will join the 44 other teams to say we won our last game. So I'm not mad at any other team. I'm do like UCF. We won our last game. We're champs too.
I love it. Hang your banner, pass out the ring. That's what I'm going to say.
Now, I don't care what the big boys say. I don't care what TV says. We won our last game. We're champs too. It's past time to stop to end this travesty, this farce. 40 freaking bowl games. 40 teams ending their season with a win. Who thinks that's okay? And y'all do it every damn year. So if the Cougs beat LSU, we're champs too. Champs of what? Doesn't matter. We're champs. We won our last game. If Rice beats Texas State, they're champs too. They won their bowl game. They're champs too. When other teams play, don't matter. They're champs too. They won the last game. Them and Ohio State, the same damn thing. They won the last game.
Nah.
No, Will. No. Y'all, you be just like Rice. End of the season with a win.
Willie got too much long-term legacy pride to do it that way.
Yeah, I got a crystal football over in the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. I'll
go buy one.
But no, Kris,
money?
To your point, UCF were they undefeated or were they like 12-1?
I think they were undefeated.
They were undefeated. They had precedence. Other schools have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was proud of their AD, proud of their president for saying this to Bama and the rest of the folks that love the SEC, because that's what they did. Had Nick Saban on TV stuttering.
So the SEC is this, Big Ten is this, blah, blah. The FCS has a playoff. Every other division has a playoff. Every other sport crowns one champion, but not Division I football. And millions of people are okay with it. And millions of folks spend their money. They watch the game on TV, do all this other stuff. 40 teams will end the season with a win. Ridiculous. And you can't convince me I'm wrong. Because I'll say, how many bowls are there? And all of them won their bowl game. They're not going to end in a tie. So they won the last game.
All I'll say is this, is when the BCS became untenable, indefensible, they changed it. And for a minute, everybody liked the 1 versus the 2. And then it was the 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got the 1 through 12. And once again, it makes no sense and it's indefensible. Will someone of power, stature, voice to be heard, say or do something about? I'm not talking about the Mark Cubans of the world who pop up, oh, I can fix it, I'm going to put millions of dollars behind it. No, I'm talking about somebody with some real want to and can do. Will they do something about it? Because if not, enjoy what you got.
and it's going to expand to 16 teams or whatever it is in 2 years. And the folks say it's going to be to the detriment of the bowl games. So what? Get rid of 25 bowls. Go away. What are you? The bowl games are now participation events. That's what they are.
Exhibitions.
That's what they are. Oh, we get those 10 extra practice days to. Wow, I mean, boy, y'all can do that on the side on your own. You got to practice.
Nope, it's illegal.
I mean,
Yeah, they can't.
and see, that's my point. Another stupid thing about the NCAA. Players can have their own player practices. They can do that. That's nothing stopping them. They can, coach. We're thinking about putting together a couple of scrimmages. You don't have to come. I know it's against the rules, but is anything you want us to work on? Anything, maybe anything at all? Well,
that's against the rules too.
Now that you say that, I was thinking of a few things.
That's against the rules, Kris.
You're getting on probation. The more you say.
I know. Yeah. You're doing fine on the, hey, guys, let's get together. Let's run this. Let's work on that. Let's do that. But as soon as you get our coach on the phone,
I didn't say it was on the phone.
However, wherever, as soon as the coach is involved.
As soon as you involve the coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's
another farce of the. Well, I'll just sue. I want to get my eligibility back.
Kennetra, cover your ears. It works for Bill Self.
So I'll just sue. The NCAA is afraid of lawsuits now. So what? So what? I'll sue. Division I football is under the umbrella anyway, right, AJ?
Just ask Jim Harbaugh how to handle it. He'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to NFL.
After the 2 just show cause penalties he has expired.
He got a trophy at his house until then.
Yep. I'm sure he feels bad about that too. I really left him on the lurch. Let me look at my trophy. I'm good now. Okay. It was worth it.
Reminds me of Lance Armstrong sitting there in his room with all of his trophies behind him, all doped up.
It's good. It's good. I'm good. Come on, people.
Hey man, y'all chill out. Y'all pulling scabs off. Chill out with that.
I call names, bro. I call names.
I thought about that. I know you done. Yeah.
But that'll do it.
I believe alone. Yeah.
Gibson. I saw the stat line.
You leave my client alone.
They lost, but I think the man played well today. In the loss. Correct? Isn't that right? Cleveland Browns?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
300 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, right? Something like that?
Yeah, 23 of 42, 364. First rookie to throw for 300 yards this season. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Then he had 29 yards in the ground and a rushing touchdown. Cleveland did not win. Tennessee won 31-20. Well, depends who you ask. Tennessee won on the field, but Cleveland won in the draft order. If that makes sense.
Speaking of which, I did read a couple things this week about somebody else in that quarterback room.
Yeah, well, he's in the room the entire time, but he did the window for Deshaun Watson's practice did open. AD Ford still in the building, but he won't play this year.
Will he play next year?
He will be on the roster next year.
I understand that, but
at a salary cap number of $81.7 million.
Great agent, man. That is a great agent.
Well, no, that's due to the 4 contract restructurings. He gets his money. The $46 million he gets regardless, but they restructured his deal so many times that it's 81.7 next year. And then, so that's the last year of the deal. But then 3 subsequent voidable years, I think it's $41 million, $27 million. I think the last year it's like $8 million. 3 years after the contract has expired.
Get that money, man.
So,
get that money. Get that money.
But
Get that money.
He will get every dollar of his $230 million guaranteed.
Matt Campbell. I don't have nothing to say about Matt Campbell. I wish him well. I do agree with the AD at Iowa State. Matt Campbell owes Iowa State nothing.
Yeah.
He owes Iowa
Ohio
State
guy.
nothing.
Ohio guy. Massillon, Ohio native.
Yes. So I wish him well and good luck at Penn State.
Same. And I think he can actually win there.
I
really do.
Kind of.
I mean, I ain't saying he's going to beat Ohio State or anything like that. What I'm saying is, I think
he's a good guy.
Yeah, Matt is one of those dudes that just wins, man. He just wins. To my knowledge, he does it the right way. And there are kids that legitimately want to play for him because of the way he goes about his business. And I believe that's what Penn State needs. They don't need another personality that's bigger than the program, bigger than the school. They definitely don't need somebody who's more talk than they are results. And they need some consistency. They did not have that under James Franklin. And I think Willie will tell you all, I was a James Franklin apologist. I was a James Franklin, butter. And when you just look at the bottom line, he didn't give them the kind of consistency that Penn State was accustomed to prior to Billy, i.e. O'Brien, going down there and thinking he saved the school and the world. I think he's the right guy.
I want to salute to whoever or however Penn State Sports Talk found out about this show. Appreciate that because, we don't talk Penn State. Matt Campbell being from Iowa State and Big 12 kind of bring him up every once in a while. But Matt Campbell, he got the most out of all his players.
He did.
Everything he could do at Iowa State.
Can't lie about that.
And it's another example of big bank taking little bank. Penn State can provide more facilities, everything, and all that kind of thing that Iowa State could not literally afford. As their AD has said, it's going to be, we got to tighten our belts and we got to find money elsewhere and got to stop doing construction here and there, and all those kind of things are problems that Iowa State athletics is having. But I wish Matt Campbell the best. He's a good guy. Talked to him like once or twice, maybe. Yeah. He's a good guy, and he's a hell of a coach. Mm-hmm. He's got to plug in the recruiting that was taken away. What did they sign on was it Thursday, Wednesday? Two players, I think it was.
2.
But he'll be fine because he's well respected.
Yep.
And he's a hell of a coach.
Yep.
He's well connected.
Yep.
So the rest of the class went to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
So they did. They did.
They did.
Oh boy.
They did. So yeah. But
shots fired by Penn State.
Wow.
Wow.
Because very simply because Kelvin Sampson got to the championship game.
Wow.
I don't think James Franklin did that.
He was a missed field goal away.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he did.
They almost should have beat Notre Dame. But you're right. Notre Dame beat them in the Orange Bowl last year.
So,
wow. Penn State.
That's the last thing Coach Sampson has to accomplish. Win it all, getting that 6th straight win. That's the last thing on his list. And hopefully he gets it done before I die. But, hopefully. Got a hell of a squad. We'll see if he gets it done. But salute to you and your comments. Don't be a stranger. We don't talk a lot of Big Ten. We talk Big Ten because of Will is an Ohio guy, the Ohio State guy, proud of it, proud alum of the Ohio State University. So we squeeze that in here on Folks Talkin Sports. But Folks Talkin Sports is different. Don't talk Houston sports on this show often. We talk sports, Cleveland Browns, NFL, college football, different sports.
Dang, he got a bunch of bullets in the chamber.
Right?
Yeah, he's firing.
I don't know.
AJ, what do you know about South Carolina State?
Oh, again, they got a hell of a coach, man.
Yes.
They got a hell of a coach. who a lot of people don't realize. South Carolina State has a bunch of championships, and I mean a bunch. And I'm talking about Black College championships. I'm talking about MEAC championships. There's a great legacy there, a great history there. And the guy that they have in there right now is the MEAC version of Tremaine Jackson. Mm-hmm. He came in, he told them what they were going to do. Everybody was talking about all these other schools, and he got it done. So it's going to be a hell of a game, man, at the Celebration Bowl. I hate I'm not going this year, but I've got two folks that'll be there live and in person. It's going to be a great game.
I hope it's going to be a great game. I hope it's a well-attended game by both sides. And as we said earlier in the show, SWAC fans, just because you're not a PV alum, but if you're a fan of the SWAC, go to the game.
Yeah.
MEAC fans, go to the game. Support your conference that your team is a part of. And the winner's going to get some money. So that's also a plus as well. This is a great show. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to AJ. Brother Will, let me see if I can bring this up. AJ, you want to Justin, hold on real quick. I saw Justin's comment. Where was it? About Cam Whitmore. No, not surprised. Cam's gonna cam. Cam, he's gonna cam. He's that guy. He just won't. He has not say won't, because I hope he does finally mature and grow up. He just has not yet grown up and become a team player. Tremendously gifted individual talent, but he's not a team player. And until he does that, as long as he's with programs that want to win and make their players better, he's not going to play. And it's ironic. I saw his agent last night at the Cougs Florida State game. Talked to him for a minute. So that was good to see. All right. Let me see. AJ, do you want to go first?
No, man. Let Willie go. I like Willie's solo shot.
No, he'd like to go first.
I don't want to. Let KP do it. She's working, but.
Well, okay. KP doesn't.
She just went.
Yeah, she just went. Yeah.
Texans up 3-0.
First quarter, second quarter.
Second quarter.
All right. And AD Moore will be doing the AD Max Korner after the Texans-Chiefs game tonight. So stay tuned here on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel for his recap of that game as well. AJ, I'm putting you on the spot, man. There.
Listen, you can find me right there. JM&E Productions. JM&E Productions. Hold on, pull it up to the camera. Turn it. There you go. Again, faithinsports@gmail.com. Love sports, love movies, love finance, love politics, you name it. Let's talk about it.
No, since we're holding cups, I have a cup I could hold. You can find me, as the cross says there, Willy Gibson, IG and Threads, Will Knows Sports, Twitter, Will Gibson 7, and on Facebook, Will Knows.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.